Coach, the new kickoff rules where you can fair catch it. How are teams going to combat it? Will they squib kick it, or is it something where if you have a dynamic returner, are you going to sacrifice the chance to take it to the house in order to get the ball at the 25?
I tell you, those are great questions, and I'm anxious to see what's going to happen. You know, I couldn't tell you. I've talked to coaches, obviously. Not everybody's going to give you to show their hand, but I've talked to enough guys to know I've got a lot of different responses, you know, based on how they're going to approach the kickoff itself and how you're going to handle it as a kick return unit, you know, and are they going to see more sky kicks, you know, to where teams, because the rule is a little bit gray right now, is trying to figure out, you know, if you muff the kick, is the ball dead right there? If you fall on it and then you get the ball on the 2, if that's the case, then teams are going to be less likely to do that. So they were kind of looking at trying to figure out that. So I'm kind of anxious to see, once we get our officials here at camp, to finally get the final ruling on how that's going to be officiated. And so there's a lot of unknowns, you know, and I think that, you know, our approach is going to be, we're going to experiment with different types of kicks that we have in our arsenal to be able to utilize different things. Because to me, you know, if I'm a kickoff return team, you know, what teams have been able to do is sky kick the ball and pin you down inside the 15 or inside the 10, and if they got tremendous speed, they can do that. And so, you know, against teams like that, you just want to fair catch those and get the ball to 25 and you're good to go. And then obviously, you know, if as a kickoff cover team, you got to be ready for them to bring it out at any time, you know. So I don't think it's going to eliminate the kickoff. Some guys have kind of commented that they thought it was going to be more of extra. I don't think it's going to do that. Obviously, it's for the purpose of trying to encourage, you know, less collisions. It's a player safety rule for sure. NFL was just at the Bears practice, you know, yesterday morning, and they're experimenting with their new rule, which is more extreme than ours, you know, with how they have to line up on both sides of the ball. So both levels have experienced a kickoff and kickoff return rule change this year for the purpose of player safety. So I'm really anxious to see how it plays out. I don't think we're going to know until we get into the season.
Are you prepared at one point in your coaching career not to have kickoffs?
I can't hardly fathom that. You know, as a former special teams guy, it wouldn't feel right. I'm sure some people feel that way, you know, and I do, and I just understand this. I'm 100% for player safety, and I know that that's driving the discussions. It's driving, you know, the data, you know, to where there's been, you know, a higher percentage of injuries on that play, which is why it's being addressed at both levels. So I don't know that it'll ever be eliminated, you know, but I definitely think it's going to continue to be tweaked as much as possible to make it as safe as possible.